What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Larence Okolie, Eddie Hearn. Get this. Larence Okolie explains ongoing legal dispute with Eddie Hearn. The WBO Cruiserweight Champion Larence Okolie has shed some light on this ongoing legal battle with promoter Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Okolie indicates that their feud began in the aftermath of his fight with Mikhail Shelak back in February. The boxer claims that his promotional agreement with Eddie Hearn came to an end, with Hearn allegedly unwilling to match other offers being presented to Okolie. Hearn has rejected Okolie's position, stating that the unbeaten boxer owes Matchroom at least one more fight. As a result, their respective legal teams are now involved, and both sides hope to reach a solution on the matter. Quote, I've got a new deal that I presented. I said, Matchroom, you don't even need to match these numbers. Just get close and I'll stay with you, they said. Absolutely not. If you want to take that new deal, you're going to have to pay my company £500,000, Okolie told IFL TV. Our contracts come to an end. You either pay more or I move on. Eddie Hearn, of all people, should really understand. He was with Sky for years. He had amazing shows, built up a host of fighters. Then a $1 billion check came and Eddie ran off to DAZN. Because of the ongoing legal rift, Okolie has been out of the ring for nearly a year. The boxer has been ordered by the World Boxing Organization to make a mandatory defense against David Light. The purse bids are scheduled to take place next week after a 7-day extension was given. At the moment, Hearn's company intends to take part in the purse bid as they look to secure the promotional rights to the fight. Let me counterpunch. I've heard things from Okolie. I haven't made a video because I really didn't know enough about it, but I did read some things about their issue, Larence and Eddie. Okay. And I think when pressure starts to hit Eddie, I think he becomes frustrated and I think he becomes intolerable. Because someone like Larence Okolie, a WBO champion, someone that he intends on placing a purse bid on for his next fight, if he's still with him or not, that should have been worked out before all this legal business. See what's happening now. Both guys have now hired lawyers, spent money, wasted time, precious time, on seeing who was right and wrong over an argument that they couldn't come to an agreement to. Now, to be fair, if you're Eddie Hearn and you hear one of your fighters refer to you as a slave master, I don't think you would like that shit too much. And I think after that, when he heard that, I think he just decided to just, hey, let me hire lawyers. I know I'm right. I have my position. And let's see who is right and let's take it to court. I think that's what Eddie's done. And Larence, I think, was a little bit more lenient, but I think his choice of words caused Eddie Hearn to take his position. But to be fair, I think this is a estranged position for Eddie Hearn because normally you hardly ever hear him talk about money. Okay. And this is about money, that £500,000. Okay. He wanted them to pay, and I think that Eddie Hearn, as a promoter, I think he doesn't need any more spotlight and complications like this. I think he should just take this particular issue and just chop it up, come to an agreement with the amount of money that Larence Okolie wants, okay, and be done with it. But I think now it's become personal because Larence Okolie has personally called Eddie Hearn something that he doesn't like to be associated with. a slave master. And I think that's where it started. Once things start get thrown around to that degree and using those terms, I think people take their position. Okay, and they take their position because they get offended. But I get how they are offended. Now, if Larence Okolie is finished with them, they have no choice but to extend the contract and give him more money. That's what this is about. Hey, you still owe us one fight. No, I don't. So therefore, you owe me more money because I don't. That's Larence's position. But then Larence says, you know what? He's a slave master. He's trying to hold me down. Now Eddie gets offended. Now Eddie's like, you know what? Okay, let's go to court. That's what we're looking at. But nonetheless, I hope that this can be resolved quickly because there's only one people or one person stepping into that ring, and that's Larence Okolie. And if Larence Okolie doesn't fight, he becomes inactive. When you become inactive, you become rusty. When you become rusty, you become beatable. And we don't want that for anybody. And time is absolutely, positively money. Positively money. Okay? Let me say that right. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of the legal dispute between Larence Okolie and Eddie Hearn. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!